who's the president of Controlesa, who's also the chairperson of the House of Traditional Leaders in Mpumalanga. We also want to acknowledge the presence of the Speaker of the Legislature, Honorable Ndlovu, who is also part of the proceedings, as well as the Deputy Speaker. Further acknowledge the presence of the Alliance, the Tripartite Alliance. Their presence here is appreciated, as well as I don't know whether to call him comrade, but Mr. Chiwa, the secretary of the organization, that is the ANC that has brought us together here. His work, tireless efforts in ensuring that we get the 51% that we got brought us here. We want to appreciate your presence as well. We also want to appreciate the presence of the members of the legislature who are amongst who are also part here. You are acknowledged, as well as the media that is going to take the news across the length and the breadth of the country as well as abroad, that we are gathered here today in the manner in which we are. I also want to acknowledge the presence of all the HODs that are here. I can see they are here nicely dressed, prepared to actually usher in the embassies that are going to be appointed by the Premier in respect of the different departments that we have. And everyone that is here, I maybe missed the secretary to the legislature, Mr. Shabam. Thank you very much. To remember you last week, you ushered us in your space. We appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin our process now. The Honorable Judge President is going to conclude the business that she punctuated in the corner when we had our legislature sitting, taking over in terms of Section 129 of the Constitution of the Republic, which is quote unquote, the Premier must ensure that must assume office within 5 days of being elected by swearing or affirming faithfulness to the Republic and obedience to the Constitution in accordance with Schedule 2. And accordingly now, I therefore, in my capacity as the acting Director General of the Office of the Premier, I call upon the Judge President to administer the oath to the Premier-elect of Mpumalanga in terms of Section 129 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, 1996. I now give this opportunity to the Judge President.
As you've already mentioned, thank you, Program Director. I'm not going to repeat the provisions of the Act that brought us here. We just had to ensure that we meet before the expiry of the 5th day, because the 5th day is today. So I'm going to call upon the Premier-elect just to stand here in front of the people who are going to bear witness to the taking the oath.
Next to you.
Yeah. Preferably you have to look at me, but I want these people to see. Do you have any objection to taking an oath?
No, I don't.
do you consider an oath to be binding on your conscience?
Yes.
Okay, then we may proceed to the.
I, Mandla Ndlovu, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, respect and uphold the Constitution and all other law of the Republic, and I undertake to hold my office as the Premier of the province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity, to be a true and faithful counsellor, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the functions of my office consciously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate the oath?
Yes, I appreciate.
Then raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
Then you may proceed. I thought you would give me a special pen for today. Thank you. You're no longer Premier-elect now, you are the Premier. And like I said, I listened to your speech attentively the other day, so I'm not going to preach to you about the importance of an oath. From your speech, it was very clear that you understand what the oath is all about. Thank you, Program Director.
Thank you very much, Judge President. We also want to take this opportunity and congratulate the Premier, like you correctly put it, is no longer Premier-elect, but is now Honorable Premier. A round of applause for that. This is not a small exercise, but it took less than 3 minutes to take the oath of office. But I want to say over and above what the JP has said, this exercise has got far-reaching implications, especially if you break the oath of office. It's no longer going to be training. It can take years in and out of the courts and so on, where the JP is this side, trying to remind you that you took the oath of office. Now is the opportunity for the Honorable Premier to actually take the podium and address us. Dreams are paramount. If you have been dreaming to become what the Premier is going to announce today, I am paramount. I am paramount. So the Premier is going to take not the podium, but is going to address us in his seat of authority. Honorable Premier, over to you.
Yeah, acting DG, thanks for this opportunity. I know that you are saying that I have got a seat of authority. I thought that I have got a seat of service, not a seat of... Judge President of the High Court of Mpumalanga, Justice Pahlele, Judge Takalane, the surname Ndlovu. Rachivumbo. But I will not forget the name. Takalani is a very good name to me. Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker of the Mpumalanga legislature, the Chief Whip, honorable members of the legislature. I know that you are here. You are still members of the legislature. Leaders of our political party, the African National Congress, led by the Provincial Secretary, Comrade Mozi Chirwa, leaders from the Alliance Partners, SACP, COSATU, and SANCO, chairperson of our Mpumalanga Provincial House of Traditional and Khoisan Leaders, Hoshi Mukwe, Acting Director General, Mr. Peter Nyoni, and our HODs, religious leaders, members of the media, Avsheni, Sanbona, Elochan, Dumelang. Good morning. I would like to take this opportunity and thank Judge President Patlela for presiding over my taking the oath of office. What you have just witnessed is the completion of the process that started on Friday, the 14th of June 2024, when members of various political parties were sworn in as members of the Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature, including the election of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, and of course the election of the Premier of the province. That process has culminated in my acceptance of the responsibilities of the Premier of Mpumalanga Province, as we have all witnessed the taking of the oath of office just some minutes ago. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to my predecessor, the former Premier of Mpumalanga Province, Mbokodo, Honorable Refilwe Mtsweni-Sipane, for the sterling work she did during the difficult periods when the world was affected by COVID-19 pandemic, and what President Ramaphosa declared as the second pandemic, that is gender-based violence and femicide. We congratulate her on being elected as the chairperson of the National Council of Provinces. Let me start by congratulating His Excellency President CR on his election as the President of the Republic of South Africa for the second term of office as the Premier of Mpumalanga Province, and the executive that is going to be appointed, and the entire government, including the people of Mpumalanga, we pledge our full support to President Ramaphosa and the national government. In accordance with Chapter 6 of the Constitution of South Africa, Section 132, read with 133, the Premier shall appoint not fewer than 5 and not more than 10 members of the Executive Council and assign them responsibilities. I'm pleased to present to you capable members of the Executive Council who will be assisting me in carrying out the responsibilities of running government. These members are, yes, as Ms. Sasekani Janet Manzini, education. Hey, on education, you must know that there is a former Minister of Education that she always has an interest on education, Comrade Regina. She will phone and ask me, Comrade Mandla, who's going to be appointed as the Minister of Education? Why, Comrade Regina? And she said that I've got an interest, Comrade Mandla. Then we discussed at length. At a certain stage, she wanted me to be an Minister of Education, Comrade Regina. So we spoke at length with Comrade Regina. And I know that she accepted, because we have to engage up until I throw in my views. And I'm happy that the views that I throw in, the view was supported also by the Alliance and the ANC leadership that is here. Ms. Landuli Leketri Catherine Lamini is appointed as the MEC for Education. Where is Comrade Kate? Now, Comrade Saseka. Sasekani? Bakboni. Comrade Sasekani, yes, there. Yes?
You didn't mention Sasekani for health.
I said health. Sasekani Janet Manzini. Education, I said, is Catherine Laming. Public Works, Roads and Transport, Mr. Tulasizwe, Simon Tom. Social Development, Ms. Brenda Ketiwe Meki. Agriculture, Rural Development, Land and Environmental Affairs, Ms. Mpumalanga Evidence Lope. Provincial Treasurer, Mr. Bonakele Amos Maju. Economic Development and Tourism, Ms. Makosa Zana Christine Masile. Culture, Sports and Recreation, Mr. Fana Vincent Mlombo. Community Safety, Security and Liaison, Mr. Kensani J. Kimasi. Bopa, Comrade J. Bopa. Sekwenele, Bopa. Zvutumlilo lapha Mpumalanga. Human Settlement, Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs will be Comrade Speedy Machine. Honorable members, congratulations on your new responsibilities. But I want to ask you some few questions. Please respond to these questions. These are some of the questions that I was asked by the ANC today. I want to ask you the very same questions that I was asked by the leadership of the ANC. Can you pass through the eye of the needle? Yes. Comrade, can you pass through the eye of the needle? Yes. Is there anything that makes you ineligible to hold the position of the MEC? Do you know the priorities of the ANC manifesto? Do you know the core values of the ANC cadres? Do you know that when a cadre is appointed in a position, in a new position, she or he is incapacitated? Please respond to this question, tell no lies, and claim no easy victories. Don't bite your tongue. Respond to this question. The transfer from the 6th administration to the 7th administration has now been completed with the appointment of the executive. It is an honor and a privilege to have been sworn in as the premier of this beautiful province, Mpumalanga, the place of the rising sun. It is an honor crafted by the hands of the people when they went to the voting stations on the 29th of May 2024, braving the chilly winter weather as they patiently stood in long queues to cast their vote. Some amongst them casted their votes for the first time, encouraged by the hope of a better tomorrow. It is an honor that has reignited the dream of our nation founders for a reinvigorated government that puts its people first, following the Batupili principle. The people's passionate love shown by the voters of our country at large reminded me about the emergence from the womb of the great struggle that birthed our freedom in 1994, carrying a dream not merely of being freed from oppression, but of making the lives of our people better. The vision this government has of making the lives of our people better continues. Those deployed and the administration should work tirelessly until it is achieved. The father of our democracy, Oliver Reginald Tambo, urged us when he said, "The fight for freedom must go on until it is won, until our victory, until our country is free and happy and peaceful as part of the community of men. We cannot rest. When we get tired, we'll be failing the youth of 1976 who marched against apartheid education system on the 16th of June. The dream for a better education system was to ensure that all get skilled to face the future. With our provincial unemployment rate standing so high, we surely cannot rest nor spare ourselves. What will bind us together is equal sharing of the wealth as enshrined in the Freedom Charter, prosperity and economic emancipation. Our people have spoken. We got the message very clear that they are yearning for sustainable quality services. They yearn for potable water, improved sanitation facilities, improved road infrastructure, a safe environment, good health services, to name a few. The services will never be brought by mere speeches. We need to go beyond our comfort zone and deliver these services to our people together. The district development model being the approach to assist us to consult our main stakeholders, the voters and big businesses. All the MECs will be assigned to various districts where they will champion DDM. We will strengthen the capacity of the infrastructure department to invest in the people. I know that there is a temptation by department to implement their own infrastructure or their own project. I will advise you not to. The Department of Infrastructure should be empowered to implement all our projects in the province, all our projects. The department can allocate certain projects to other implementing agents, but all our projects will be implemented by the infrastructure department. There is no proper explanation why the province forfeited certain amounts of money in the last 2 financial years because of non-spending, not by the infrastructure department and not by the Department of Education, by the IDT and DBSA, which is a bank, of course. DBSA, it has its own mandate. We must allow departments also to procure their own services and allow the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport to concentrate on infrastructure development. In South Africa, we have a cooperative government which is a partnership among the 3 spheres of government, requiring each government to fulfill a specific role. They complement each other, and I would like to request all the MECs to promote and facilitate cooperative decision-making and to ensure that policies and activities across all spheres encourage service delivery and meet the needs of the citizens in an effective way. I accept the responsibility of ensuring that the people are better serviced. Together with the capable men and women that I have appointed, we will reach out and build a government that represents the very best ethos of my party, the African National Congress. A better life will only be achieved when we do more together. During this time, we draw our strength from the wisdom of President Nelson Mandela when he guided us that difficulties break some men, but make others. He continued and said, of course, any project comes with inherent difficulties beyond our own disagreements. But if we can be those others, those who are made by the difficulties rather than discouraged by them, we can push past them and work together to reach a solution. We promise to create a future of this province that is worth of the sacrifices of our leaders, especially those who hail from our province, those who were born and raised here in this province. Comrade Gersibande, Nokutula Smelana, Portia Shabangu, Philip Hadeve, Jackson Mtembu, Chair Masilela, Ruth First, Henry Ngumalo, among others. I must say that I'm no stranger to poverty and hunger as a person. I was raised in a poor village called Islington around Manyeliti. I come from the background that understands what it means to go hungry and what it means to have no water and electricity or a waterborne toilet. Some of our people still experience these challenges. We need to work with speed and turn things around. Crime and gender-based violence and femicide remains a serious concern for our people. MECJ Kimasi. There are some few questions that I always ask myself. Where does my help come from? Who killed Comrade Muzimanyat? This is the question that we want to know, Comrade Jake. Who killed Councillor Tabongwenya? Who killed Councillor Lord Mazubu Kunkuna? Who abducted the municipal manager of Nkangala District Municipality? Who broke into the house of MEC Sasekan Manzini? Who hijacked Comrade MEC Mashilo? These are the questions that I always ask myself. I'm not saying consider these comrades deeply because they are deployed to positions of responsibility, but I want to request you that you must have to roll up your sleeves and deal with these criminals that are armed and dangerous. We're not afraid of these criminals. We're not going to donate this country or hand over this country to criminals, Comrade Jake. Working with the national government will call for an increase in police visibility and the strengthening of crime intelligence. We are further encouraging our courts to tighten bail application requirements for repeating offenders. This is the request that we are making to our honorable judges that are also here. Our pledge is to govern Mpumalanga well for the benefit of all its people, regardless of their race, color, or creed. Mpumalanga is a beautiful province endowed with flora and fauna, a diverse, multicultural rainbow nation, living peaceful side by side. In the few weeks to come, I will deliver my State of the Province address where I will share with you the government priorities, which will include, amongst others, building a capable state that functions optimally, delivering quality basic services to the people of our province. For the first 100 days in office, I will visit all the municipalities, get a better understanding of their challenges, and assist them without interfering. However, I will not hesitate to intervene within the prescript of the law should it become clear that our people are not getting the services they deserve. I will launch a multi-million rand fund driven largely by public-private sector partnership that includes financial institutions, mining companies, the corporate world, and sitters. This fund will focus on supporting SMEs and also deal with skills development for the out-of-school youth that is out of tertiary institution, and the youth that is unemployed. We will review all programs and projects that are geared towards youth development, including the Premier's Youth Development Fund and many others, appraise them and see if they have the desired outcomes and impact on the ground. Government-driven infrastructure projects will have to scale up the absorption of unemployed graduates. Working with sitters will also give the private sector incentives to absorb unemployed graduates through learnership programs. We will build and renovate more schools, clinics, and attend to the maintenance of road infrastructure within the budgetary constraint. Let me pause and thank all the people of South Africa for coming out in numbers to vote for our government. This is a sign of maturing democracy. You must know that Mpumalanga is your home, and you are free to share whatever frustration you have. We have capable executive authorities and heads of departments that will respond to any issue raised by our communities. My humble request to all the people of Mpumalanga is to give me and my executive a chance to earn your trust and make this task mutually beneficial to all of us. I urge all of us, by borrowing from the young revolutionary leader Thomas Sankara, that we cannot carry out fundamental change without a certain amount of madness. Before I conclude, I want to ask you again, members that have been appointed today, do you know that when a cadre is assigned a new responsibility, she is incapacitated or he is incapacitated? It is your duty to capacitate yourself. This is what was said by President Kgalema Motlanthe, that if you are appointed or if you are given a new responsibility, you must know that you are incapacitated. It's your duty to capacitate yourself. Accept that you don't know, that those that they think that they know that they know, and they will not make effort to capacitate themselves. Accept that you don't know and make effort to capacitate yourself. There are already annual performance plans that have been crafted, audit outcomes with clear developed audit action plans, and other important acts and regulations that can make you a better MEC. Please capacitate yourself. The people of Mpumalanga expect all of us to work tirelessly to guide them towards a better tomorrow. I hope that you are going to enjoy your portfolios and work hard to nip any form of corruption from the bud. You must know that here in Mpumalanga province, when we wake up every day, we work hard to deliver. I thank you, Nyabo, Laket.
Thank you very much, Honorable Premier, for this address indeed. On an occasion like this, I'm inspired by what Spider-Man once said. To whom much is given, much is expected. I like that quote each time I carry it in my pocket, because it's one that keeps one going, which is the fundamental thrust of your speech, to say would hit the ground running. And again, in horse racing, people bet based on speculation which horse is going to win. But you managed, despite the prophets that we saw in the Facebook, that you kept your list closest to your chest until now. We appreciate that very much. Now the tire hits the tire in terms of Section 135 of our Constitution. I quote, "Before members of the Executive Council of a province begin to perform their functions, they must swear or affirm faithfulness to the Republic and obedience to the Constitution in accordance with Schedule 2. Now I therefore, in my capacity again as the Acting Director General in the Office of the Premier, call upon Judge President of Mpumalanga to administer the oath to the relevant persons present, members of the Executive Council as announced by the Premier of Mpumalanga, in respect of Section 135 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, 1996. But this time, unlike in the legislature, you were called as clusters or in a legion format. The Judge President has indicated that I must bring to your attention that one man or one woman, one oath.
Yeah.
Judge President, you can now take the podium.
Thank you, Program Director. Not that we undermine the oath that was taken on Friday, but now it's on a very more serious right. That's why it's going to be one person at a time. So we'll go according to the list as mentioned by the Premier. We'll start with the Department of Health, Mr. Sekane Bennett Manzini. And I've been informed that all are going to take the oath in English. Do you have an objection in taking the oath?
No.
I want everybody to witness that. Do you have an objection in taking the oath?
No.
Do you consider the oath to be binding on your conscience?
No.
Okay, then you may go.
I, Sasekani Janet Manzini, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all the law of the Republic, and I understand and I undertake to hold my office as a member of the Executive Council of the province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity, to be a true and faithful councillor, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the function of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate it.
Yes,
You may raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
so help me God.
Then you may proceed to sign. I thought this was so important, people will bring their special pens.
I didn't know why we are here.
Oh. Thank you. The second will be from the Department of Education, Ms. Landulile, Catherine Dlamini. Do you have any objection in taking the prescribed oath?
No.
Do you consider the oath to be binding on your conscience?
Yes.
You may proceed, sir.
I, Landulile, Catherine Dlamini, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other laws of the Republic. And I will undertake to hold my office as a member of the Executive Council of the province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity, to be a true and faithful councillor, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matters entrusted to me, and to perform the functions of my office consciously and to the best of my ability. So help me God.
So you understand and appreciate the word?
Yes, I do.
So raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, you may proceed to sign. The next is Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport, Mr. Thulasizwe Simon Tomo. Do you have any objection in taking the prescribed oath?
No.
Do you consider the oath to be binding on your conscience?
Yes.
Then you may proceed.
I, Thulasizwe Simon Tomo, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other laws of the Republic, and I undertake to hold my office as member of the Executive Council of the province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity, to be a true, faithful councillor, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the functions of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate the oath?
Yes.
So you can raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may proceed to sign. Mr. Tom, are we in Bombay or Nurse Street? Because you wrote from here. Nurse Street. The next department is social development. Ms. Brenda Ketsi, Ketsi. Do you have any objection in taking the prescribed oath? No. Do you consider the prescribed oath to be binding on your conscience? Okay, you may proceed to do the
I, Brenda Ketsi, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other law of the Republic. And I undertake to hold my office as a member of the Executive Council of the Province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity, to be a true leader and faithful councillor, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the functions of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate this. So you may raise your right hand and say, so have you God.
So help me God.
You may proceed to sign. The next department is agriculture, rural development, land and environmental affairs. Ms. Mpumalanga, evidence office. Do you have any objection in taking the prescribed?
Yes.
May please proceed to appreciate.
I, Mpumalanga Evidence Corporate, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other law of the Republic. And I undertake to hold my office as a member of the Executive Council of the Province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity, to be true and faithful counsel, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the functions of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate this work.
Yes.
You may raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
You may proceed. Thank you. The next department is Provincial Treasury. Mr. Bonakele Amos Matubu. Do you have any objection in taking the oath?
No.
Do you consider the prescribed oath to be binding on your conscience? Then you may proceed to do so.
I, Bonagele Amos Machuba, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other law of the Republic. And I undertake to hold my office as member of the Executive Council of the Province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity, to be a true and faithful councillor, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the functions of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate the process. You may proceed. Can I have a moment? Oh, my apologies. Raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God. So help me God.
Thank you. Thank you. You may start. Thank you. Can I have Thank you. The next department is Economic Development and Tourism. Ms. Makosa Zani, Christina Masila. Do you have any objection in taking the prescribed oath?
No?
Do you consider the oath to be binding on your conscience?
Yes.
You may proceed for
I, Makosa Zani Christine Masilela, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other law of the Republic, and I undertake to hold my office as member of the Executive Council of the province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity. To be a true and faithful councillor, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the functions of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate the oath?
Yes, I do.
So raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
The next department is Culture, Sports and Recreation. Mr. Fana Vincent Ndlovu. Do you have any objection to taking the prescribed oath?
No, I don't.
Do you consider the prescribed oath to be binding on your conscience?
Yes, I do.
You may go through.
I, Fana Vincent Ndlovu, swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other law of the Republic. And I undertake to hold my office as member of the Executive Council of the province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity, to be a true and faithful councillor, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the function of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate the oath?
I do.
Raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may proceed. Next is the Community Safety, Security and Liaison. Do you have any objection to taking a prescribed oath? Do you consider the prescribed oath to be binding on your conscience?
Yes.
Go through.
I, Kensana Jekimasia, I swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and I will obey, respect and uphold the Constitution and all other laws of the Republic. I undertake to hold my office as a member of the Executive Council of Province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity, to be true and faithful counsel, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, to perform the function of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate the truth.
Yes.
So raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, proceed. Yes. The last department is Human Settlements, Cooperative Government, and Traditional Affairs. Do you have any objection to taking the prescribed oath?
No.
Do you consider the oath to be binding on your conscience?
Yes.
You may go through.
I speak Kadeshi. Mashino swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa and I will obey, respect and uphold the Constitution and all other law of the Republic. And I undertake to hold my office as a member of the Executive Council of the Province of Mpumalanga with honor and dignity. To be a true and faithful councillor, not to divulge any directly or indirectly any secret matters entrusted to me, and to perform the function of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability.
So you understand and appreciate this oath?
Yes.
So raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
You may proceed to sign. I don't have to overemphasize the importance of this oath, and that's why you have to take it individually.